I'm Camilla. Today we're bringing you a TVS special on the WSPA. Now, like me, you've probably seen their adverts, kind of know what they're about, but do you really know the brilliant work they do? Well, now's your chance to find out. Let's go speak to them. We've got Jess from the WSPA speaking to us. Thank you so much for joining us, Jess.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Tell us about the WSPA.
WSPA stands for the World Society for the Protection of Animals. We're an international organisation. We work with animals directly on the ground, especially in times of disaster management, things like that. And we also work with people who can ensure their welfare, like other organisations, governments, and just everyday people. And we work with bodies like the United Nations, so really trying to get into those global debates and make that long-term global sustainable change. We are a charity, so we are funded just by everyday people. We often work alongside government, so we often do joint projects. Our key work here is the live animal export trade. We are the biggest exporter of animals in the world. It's been going for 30 years, especially for the sheep meat trade. It takes about up to 35 days sometimes for a sheep to reach its final destination. They can suffer from things like heat stress, disease, starvation, and this just continues. Live export really is just such a huge problem. I mean, 3 to 5 million animals every single year, months of suffering for some of them, and only to be slaughtered in many cases very inhumanely overseas. So it really is something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that we really do need to change. WSPA has been working on trying to end the live export trade for a number of years. Most recently we've started a campaign called Move Forward, and that's really aiming to achieve a policy change, and we're doing that by sort of uncovering welfare issues. There is increased refrigeration capacity in other countries. They are accepting our chilled meat products. We really do have the opportunity to really switch over away from the live animal export trade to a purely chilled meat trade. It's better for our economy, it's better for jobs, so we really should be doing it. There isn't really a huge amount standing in the way. It's a fabulous place to work. There is a lot to do, and I really work hard and make sure, just like everyone else in our organisation, that we're making that long-term, big-time sustainable change. We're a multifaceted organisation. We do some fundraising, we do campaigning. Whatever we need to do to make change, we will do it. One of my favourite projects that we've recently been working on is vaccinating the dogs in Bali. I think we've vaccinated around 70%, and that's to try to eradicate rabies. Currently got a disaster management team in Bangkok helping out with the floods there, helping give food to the animals. A fair bit of equine work in the Middle East as well. It's really important that we make new sustainable industries that have animal welfare at the heart of those. Education is a fantastic way to get people to start thinking about animal welfare and start making animal welfare part of those choices. And that really can go all the way up to governments. The WSPA website is wspa.org.au. And there you'll find places to find ways to take action on a variety of issues or to donate.
Thank you so much for talking to us. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sai, thanks so much for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Now, you're a volunteer for WSPA.
I'm a vet student who's currently involved volunteering in one of their campaigns. They elicited our support because I'm president of the Animal Welfare Society at the University of Sydney, and they were trying to get as many people as possible to sign the petition to end live export. With my society, we tried to email all our members and elicit their support on Facebook and try and get as many people as possible to learn about this issue and to sign the petition. We worked so hard to try and get as much support as possible. I went around and talked at the various residential colleges. WSPA came and gave a speech. They've created materials which we've been able to distribute in the form of letters that we could encourage people to sign. Fantastic postcards which had the web address of the automatic letter signing tool. They're always on call for us. Yeah, we managed to get, I think, more than 400 or more than 500 people to sign the petition. It was interesting to note that a lot of the people had never heard about the live export trade before. That's why education and promotion and awareness is such an important part. All the people in the WSPA department are really fantastic people. The reason they're there is because they're passionate about what they do and they don't have ulterior motives. They're working because they want to make a positive change towards animal welfare.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
You're very welcome.